Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here. This is a highly requested video sharing with you the planners and journals that I've used in 2023. I don't have every single journal here, but I did want to share with you the basics and what I used for the most of 2023. So I'm going to go right from here. This is my work planner, and then I'll just kind of share with you things here and there as I talk, but I don't have too much to share with you in terms of my work planner. It's very, very basic, and I used the Hobonichi Weeks. I had it housed in a leather cover the first half of 2023, and then I changed it to the Delphonics utility pouch. It's very lightweight and has lots of pockets on the side. It even has a zipper compartment, so if you have smaller clips and things, I found it to be very handy. I would use these kind of page flags. You can see here, this is an example. I don't remember if I did have a cover on cover, and then I removed it, and then I put it in the leather cover, and then I transferred it here. But I would tab certain things if I didn't finish them off at the end of the week, just so that it gives me a reminder to revisit certain things. So these little tabs and bits I used quite often, and I found this compartment very handy. When I was housing it in the leather cover, these little page flags and bits were separated away from my, I guess, system. So having this right here when I need it, when I'm writing something down, or if I'm reviewing a page and I need a page flag right away, I found it to be very handy to have it very close by. There was a point in time where I would kind of just stick it, I think this one is kind of sticky, where I would stick it down, but then it kind of made things lopsided here when I was writing. So yeah, I really do appreciate this little zipper compartment. The 2023, I decided to go for a mega. I did a bit of journaling in 2022 in my weeks, and I really enjoyed that so much, and I really thought that I would journal a whole lot more in my Hobonichi weeks, and so I went for the mega. I like the fact that these pages are numbered, and there's a little index at the front of this grid section. And yeah, I'm not disappointed, but I just thought I would journal more in the weeks. And I think maybe it's because this is my work journal, and I don't want to, I really want to keep my personal and my work separate. And perhaps that's why I wouldn't reach for this particular journal or this planner when I was ready to journal. So with that in mind, I purchased the Hobonichi Weeks again for 2024 as my work planner. And yeah, sorry, I forgot to show you. I just have it tucked in the clear pocket here. It does restricts the use of this zipper, which I never used. But it's very, very convenient to have now that I look at it. So yes, I chose the standard Hobonichi Weeks. I have a tab for certain things that I need to remember. I like the fact that the monthly, I don't think I have anything written down, but the monthlies are all in the front, and then the weeks are all clumped in the back. I know sometimes the month is sectioned in between the weeks, and I've used that format many times in the past. I mean, not for Hobonichi Weeks, but in planners in general, and I prefer to have my months all clumped in the front because I like to flip through and see what's my next week upcoming, or what did I do last week, or I'm always flip-flopping. And so yeah, it's the Hobonichi Weeks for my work planner. There are days where I feel it's a tad too small. I'll just use a big sticky note or page flag and jot things down and then slap it onto the page. These are just some used ones I already have. So if I were to review the page that I needed to, once I finish it, I will peel it off, and sometimes I'll just stick it down. If the adhesive is all gone, then I'll just toss it away. But I do have the, oh, I think I have an extra one, the little magnet marker to keep track of my current week. And I use the Midori copper, the copper index clips to keep track of the current month. You can see it has really patinaed really nicely. I've received some comments or questions in the past regarding if they tear away the paper. If you're gentle with it, like if you're not yanking on it, which I mean, it's very, the paper, the Tomoe River paper is thin, but I haven't had any issues at all. I've used it for 2023. I think I might have used it for 2022 as well, or bits of 2022, but this is the same exact one I used all of 2023, and I don't have any issues with it at all. It is very, very thin, as you can see there, but it's just so effective. It's just a little bit that I need to grab on to the page to flip to the current month. Sorry, it's so cold here that I feel like my mouth isn't moving around as much, but so that's my work planner for this year. I had it zipped up. The pen that I usually use is, it's either a friction pen or one of these like multi-pens. I really like my Jetstream. It has 4 different colors. Sometimes I will color coordinate. I use red, especially if I need something important, if I need to do something important. I don't have a pen clip, so I'll usually just toss it in there, and then I will zip it up like that. You saw that I did have 2 in here, so if you're just curious and you want to know, you could, I guess, squeeze in 2 Hobonichi weeks in there if you're using the Hobonichi weeks for different purposes, and it's very compact and ready to go. There is 1 pocket in the front. I don't use this pocket very much, but I suppose you can slip in rulers, maybe something thin, or maybe even washi samples. Oh, I wish I had some washi samples close by, but that would be really nice, I think. So that's my current work setup for this year. I'm going to move this off to the side. This here is my personal planner. I never shared this with you on social media. I purchased the plotter, and this is like a limited edition red color from, oh, I don't remember. I bought it in 2023, I want to say, but I don't remember the name of the store. And this red leather color was mentioned in a podcast by CY. And yeah, I'm not a huge red person. If you know me, I don't have many red products, but yeah, I felt like for personal use it would be perfect. And this is the mini 5 size. I have one of these elastic closures, and then I have the month on 2 page spread, and I have the little page that also has the pen loop, and the zebra, compact zebra, like a ballpoint pen that was part of the stationery selection box several years ago. I want to say it was quite a while ago, but it's so compact, and it's perfect for this pen loop here. I used just a simple little page flag to direct my thumb to the current month, and yeah, it's working out great. The only little thing is that I find that the calendar is a bit too small. like the weekends are a bit too small. And the weekends we have a lot of activities with kids, and that's the only little thing. I like that there's a bit of space here that I'll use. Sometimes there's a space at the bottom as well. You can see here that I'll use. If there's not enough, of course, I'll just use a page flag or a little, a post-it note. I have just a bit of blank pages in the front of this calendar so that I can scratch something down if I needed to, and then I can put it into the calendar later. But it's very simple, just some blank pages, a month on 2-page calendar spread, and that's it. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. Sometimes I do feel like transferring to my passport here because it is definitely lighter. I mean, it's not that much lighter, but I no longer have to carry like a whole bunch of baby items like snacks and diapers and anything like that. I don't have to do that anymore, but I do have just a small compact bag, and so that little difference, I feel like it makes the little weight difference, I feel it changes things up a bit. I think the passport would be more, it's just a tad bit lighter. It's probably the ring mechanism that's making it a little bit heavy, but yeah, this is definitely something that I really enjoyed having in 2023, and I will continue it for 2024. These journals here, sometimes I worked on every week maybe, so I'm going to go through the daily journaling. I do have like a junk journal and like a more of a personal journal that I would just write. So that those journals I will not share. But yeah, the Hobonichi, this is the Hobonichi avec. So I'm only showing July to December, and there's a whole bunch of spots that I haven't really finished up, and I don't want to pressure myself to finish it. I think I'm ready to move on with 2024. So yeah, this is the Hobonichi Techo in the A6 size, the original size, and I would journal in it. I don't want to say daily because this year was really tough, or last year 2023 was really tough. You might have seen on Instagram, some days, like some months were pretty much blank, and I would play catch up, and nothing wrong with that at all. I really enjoy the process of journaling in this Hobonichi. I've been a Hobonichi user for several years, and I've loved every bit of it. And even right now, my kids look through my past journals, and yeah, I just the sound of the paper and the crinkle, and just looking at the memories, it's just been a really great journaling experience in the Hobonichi. So this is kind of like my semi-daily journal for 2023 that I really enjoyed. I have several flip-throughs if you wanted to check those out. I will try and post a playlist somewhere, maybe down below in the description, or a card. I will place that up if you are curious of the, I guess, the flip-throughs. The recent one I did was from August to September, and then the next, I guess, would be October to November. October to December. But like I said, yeah, I'm not sure if that's. We'll see. There's just a lot of blank spots here and there, but that's the journal for 2023 that I used. This is my knitting journal. I don't think I mentioned it, or maybe I did in this channel. I do have a separate channel for my other hobby, which is knitting and crocheting. And so I think I did a journal with me on that. But yeah, I'll just quickly share with you. It's in a traveler's notebook, and let's just quickly share with you. I kind of regret not, I have to remember to date the entries. I really need to remember to date the entries, and I didn't finish that there. But it's very, I really like seeing the different threads. Like, this is so pretty. It's very inspirational when it comes to journaling as well. I can pull from here like the different colors. And so this journal for me, it's kind of like my love for journaling as well as my knitting hobby kind of put all into one, and it's so fun for me to flip through and look at. These ones I kind of stapled on. This is a beautiful yarn. And so I think a lot of people have their separate journals for hobbies as well. I've seen like gardening journals, tea drinking journals as well, and of course journals for reading books and movies and things like that. So I think it's always nice to share what it looks like. And then I have a whole bunch that I have tucked in here that I really need to finish off. I'm almost finished. And then this, I felt like it would be a really great kind of inspiration type of journal, or I think I'm just going to keep going and move into this notebook, empty notebook. And this beautiful folder was created by Katrin, and I wanted to, I think I'm going to reinforce the middle so that I can, and then maybe cut just the edges off here. And so I can slide it into the traveler's notebook, and then instead of having kind of bits stuck in here like that, I can put it into the folder. But yeah, I haven't really been working on it lately. As you can see, I've just kind of collected things. But perhaps one day I'll have to update the knitting channel with a journal with me session in the traveler's notebook here. This is the charm that I kind of put together. This ring I purchased separately at Traveler's Factory. I attached this kind of love heart onto it. And this piece, I don't remember where I received it from, but I attached some of these rings and kind of looped everything together. And yeah, that's my charm for this notebook. And then these ones are more for travel. Before I get into the travel items, I did want to share with you the B6 that I worked in a little bit. I shared a flip through already in one of the stationery selection boxes, but it was kind of like a nice way, like I mentioned with the Hobonichi, I didn't do a journaling, like my journal practice was not daily at all, and yeah, it was really tough near the end of 2023. And so I did journal in here, and I would write out certain headings. There was just, everybody was getting sick and it was getting rotated around my family, and it just kept getting longer, and everybody was exhausted and tired, and but I did enjoy writing out certain headings. It was very quick and easy. Sometimes I would just put down a stamp and then write a little heading, and I could always flip through the pages here to see what happened, and of course my cell phone as well. But it was I really loved being able to use the bigger printables. I know with printables you can of course size things down, but with Courtney's artwork I just really like to see them. Courtney Diaz, I like to see them in my journals, and if I were to scale that down and put them in my Hobonichi, of course I like doing that as well, but I enjoy doing it in a bigger format. So I did do like weekly journaling, and I liked the fact that it's kind of like a week up here with the days, and this nice big section on the bottom to kind of be free with. And right here. So yeah, that was my B6 journal. I started it later on in the year, and yes, that was kind of like my creative overflow from the Hobonichi items that I couldn't fit in here. Like I think a lot of postcards ended up in here. So I really liked the B6 size. I'm housing it in the A5 sized zip organizer, and it looks like that. Okay, so let's move on to the traveler's notebooks. I will start off with this one because I don't think I made a dent in this one that much. This is more for my travels and just special events. So you can see I started it in 2022. And yeah, it's just nothing special. Just sometimes I feel like the Hobonichi is, it's just one page per day and I want to journal about it more. And then so I will move into the traveler's notebook. And I just have, oh, this beautiful folder here. I have it inside of one of the elastics. This was made by my beautiful friend, and it just makes me so happy to see the paper here. And I also have the leather kind of a folio. I think I purchased this one from the factory. This version is from the Tokyo, sorry, not the Tokyo station. I think this one is the factory, the flagship store. And I just have some bits in there. I stamped the inside of the notebook as well. And so I will work on this one. I think I'm backlogged though. I believe my last entry was summer of Golden Week of 2022, and there are some bits of summer, and then I just printed out some photos and I just tucked them in there. This one I worked in a bit more regularly. I also have that accordion file, the accordion, sorry, not the accordion file, but the accordion, this one here. We haven't met up recently for any of the restaurant visits, unfortunately, so I don't remember where I last left off with you. I will post, I don't know if I have a playlist of the accordion, like the accordion insert series, but yeah, you can see here I printed a whole bunch of photos and then I never finished journaling this last available spot. I think that's what I'm mentally, I'm not prepared to finish this insert, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, there's so many fun memories. I have the one more here, so I'm ready to go, but yeah, I'm not sure why I haven't finished that off, so maybe that's a goal that I like to work on in the New Year's, to finish off this one last insert. Then we can hopefully start again in 2024. This specific insert is to document the restaurants that we visit. My friends and I, we try and travel the world through restaurants, and I don't remember the last one we had. I know we met up for coffee. Oh, I suppose that would be Australia, because we did have a special Australian dessert. Anyways, okay, so moving on to the travel journal here. So this is the Olive Traveler's Notebook, and I just have a folder that I keep papers and bits inside. And similarly, I have many videos that I have done already on YouTube, and with this specific one I've done several on Instagram as well, like the journal process. I think this journal process was done on Instagram. And yeah, these are actually the page flags that I was talking about earlier in my work planner. Please feel free to use your page flags for your journal entries too. You see there? We visited Kurashiki, and that's where I did this one here. And it was really, really nice experience visiting the Kurashiki area, the historical area. This was beautiful. The Ohashi Bridge, Seto Ohashi Bridge. Ohashi? I'm not sure. Sorry, my pronunciation is not the best, but it was beautiful. This the Seto area we climbed up the hill here, and just the view was, all of us were very surprised at the view once we got up to the top, and thankfully we had such nice weather that day. And then Malaysia. I did some documenting of Malaysia as well. There are some videos on YouTube of the journaling process, and you can see Jane here. Oh, this was a fun journal entry where I just kind of staggered the photos. Then we visited the Stickerific shop as well. This was so fun, but it was so short. It was way too short. I wish we stayed a little bit longer. It was very short and very last minute. Yeah. And this one I did a recent kind of journal with me session as well. And we did the little tabs up here, and I journaled about them on this part. And yeah, this last bits of items and ephemera that I want to use to continue. I'm curious to know, what do you do with your journals once the year is finished? For example, here I still have several pages left that I can definitely use moving forward into 2024, but do you remove this notebook insert and then start a new one in the new year? I think I'm just going to continue on with it. Yeah, it's such a beautiful insert, so I think I'm going to just continue with it. So that's what I mainly used for 2023. I will continue with the weeks and my Hobonichi weeks for my work, and then these ones are kind of on the go. I'm continuously on the go. And then my daily journal is where I will share with you in my separate video, I guess. I don't know if I have that much to say, but yeah, I'm just I need to put my thoughts together before I film that video, because I really am unsure of what I am doing. But anyways, yeah, here's just another snapshot look of what I used for 2023. Please feel free to email if you have any questions. And there are a couple of people that did not respond back to the giveaway. I announced some giveaway winners in the previous, not the previous to this video, but several videos back. But anyways, if you see your name, please email me, and so that I can send out the envelope of little paper bits to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will film what I'm planning for 2024. You already know about that, about my work planner, but I will share a different video because I think it's going to be quite rambly. Okay, I appreciate you. I hope you are well. Thank you always so very much. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.